Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Aaron Gonders.
And I'm Carney Porter. After a jury found 35-year-old Catherine Jarvey guilty of injury to a child causing serious bodily injury yesterday, the same jury is now determining her sentence.
The punishment phase began this morning with the case being handed to the jury for deliberation at about 3:45 this afternoon.
Josh Hoggard joins us now live from the Wichita County Courthouse. So, Josh, what's the latest from the courtroom?
All right, guys, I'm in the old law library right now, just on the other side of the 78th District Court, where we're expecting a verdict on punishment from this jury at any minute. I was actually just told by a bailiff up here that the jury has reached a verdict, so we'll have that for you shortly. But to let you know, deliberation did begin at around 3:45 this afternoon with those same 4 men and 8 women now tasked with determining a sentence they deem appropriate for the crime they convicted Jarvey of just 24 hours ago. Now, the punishment phase got underway this morning with prosecutors calling 2 witnesses to the stand, including the exterminator who found Jarvey's son inside a room at the Deluxe Inn, the man testifying that the image of the child still haunts him to this day. Jarvey's defense, led by Stephen Holland, called psychiatrist Dr. Ankit Palmer to the stand, who testified that based on his meeting with Jarvey, she suffers from depression and that COVID-19 hindered her ability to access mental health care. Closing arguments for punishment got underway at about 3:15 this afternoon with Assistant Prosecutor Brooke Robb, who argued that it wasn't depression that caused Jarvey to neglect her son, telling the men and women of the jury, quote, she should go away for a long time, adding that, quote, life is the biggest exclamation point you can give. Jarvey's defense attorney, Stephen Holland, said during his closing argument, quote, I don't believe she's a malicious person, asking the jury to consider that they found Jarvey not guilty of exploitation when they were deliberating and land on a sentence of 10 years or fewer, making her eligible for probation. Now, the final word came to the jury from lead prosecutor Chelsea Carlton, who recalled the evidence that was presented during trial. Now, during her impassioned closing argument, one juror was observed becoming emotional, even crying. Carlton argued that while Jarvey's son is now healthy and safe, this case doesn't have a typical happy ending, adding that, quote, when you starve a special needs child, you deserve life. And then with that, the jury was dismissed to begin deliberating just before 3:45. And now, it has been over 2 hours since the jury started deliberating, but as I said, a bailiff just came in as we were starting up this live shot and told me that they do have a verdict. So in a few moments, we'll be able to send that out to you. As a reminder, she's facing between 99 years and life in prison. However, if they do sentence her to 10 years or less, she would be eligible for probation. Of course, we'll see what that verdict is here in just a few minutes over in the 78th District Court. I'm going to head that way and catch the verdict and hope to give it to you guys on air and online shortly. So make sure that you're following us on Texomashomepage.com.
All right, sounds good, Josh. Thank you so much for being so vigilant and up to date on this case.